Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video, and we talk about some newly shown Marvel Legends figures. This time we have the new X-Men Apocalypse Build-A-Figure, series in package. So I definitely wanted to make a video talking about the in-package photos of these characters, because we have seen them out of package at conventions, and I've made videos about them when they were shown at those conventions. But now that we have the in-package photos, I definitely like to see what they look like in package, what they come with, and then which character comes with which Build-A-Figure piece. So let's get started. First of all, we have Multiple Man. I'm excited for Multiple Man. I do like, Brotherhood of Evil Mutant Villains. So, Multiple Man is a nice member of that. He's not like a huge member or anything, but he is certainly a member. And I do like the figure quite a bit. I like the coat, the coat itself, and I like what he comes with. Obviously, you get the extra head sculpts, one that's just a different expression than ones without the mask piece at all. So it just allows you to army build this because, of course, his power allows him to multiply himself. So I think that's very nice. He does come with a leg of Apocalypse. That's definitely one of the figures I'm most looking forward to in this wave. Then we have Wolverine here. Wolverine, I think, looks nice. This is a very classic 90s costume for Wolverine, which is cool. But we have had some Wolverines quite recently. This doesn't seem like it's a new sculpt whatsoever. It's a new paint. I think the head is new, but other than that, it's all kind of just normal. And unfortunately, his Build-A-Figure piece is just the hoses. It would have been better if they included the hoses with like Storm, who comes with the body already, so the hoses just came with the body, or they gave you like a hose with each limb, something like that. That way you weren't forced to buy Wolverine to complete Apocalypse. But unfortunately, you do have to buy him, which is definitely a shame. So I don't enjoy it when they give you like a Build-A-Figure piece that's so small and unnecessary, rather than just including it with somebody else. Then we have Psylocke. Psylocke looks really nice. I think the figure herself looks good. It's mainly just a repaint though, from what I'm aware, body-wise. Head though looks pretty decent. I think that the head it's not perfect. It doesn't scream Psylocke, but it looks all right. She does come with an extra mask piece and then two of her like kind of sonic, or whatever energy-based weapons. So I do think that those look very nice. And she comes with the leg of Apocalypse. Then you have Gladiator. I'm just not a fan of Gladiator. I never have been. Was not interested when the Marvel Universe figure came out, and this does not tempt me anymore. Personally, just not into the character because body-wise, it's just a repaint. It comes with a new cape and then a new head and no accessories. Not my thing for sure. So if I could just get up the Apocalypse head for a good price alone, I'll totally do that, because do not need that figure, unfortunately. Then we have Magneto. Now this looks like a fantastic figure. It's just I really wish that they did more of a classic 80s Magneto, or I mean 90s Magneto. That would have been a lot better with the purple and everything. This is more of a I don't quite know which comic this is from, but this is a different type of comic series costume design for Magneto. So that being said, it's not my favorite costume, but it looks like a fantastic figure itself. I love the figure. The cape looks very interesting, and then he comes with two head sculpts. One's helmeted, one's unhelmeted, which I think is very cool. He comes with two purple hand sculpts that are open, like he's using his magnetic powers. Then he comes with two magnetically charged effect pieces. Then he comes with two extra hands that do not, where he's not like charged up like that, and they're just fists. I think that's very cool. I think this looks like an excellent figure. So again, fantastic figure, not the best costume though. And then he does come with the arm of Apocalypse. Then you have Sabretooth. Sabretooth looks wonderful. Again, big fan of Brotherhood of Evil Mutant Villains, and he is, of course, one of them. He looks just tremendous. I believe that the body itself is not new. The hands, I'm not sure if the hands are new, because they kind of look like they could be from, like, Copperhead or one of those type of, or Venom, something like that. But they might be new, I'm not sure. The collar piece is new, though. And then the head is wonderful. Really love that they went with a very expressive, angry, savage-looking Sabretooth. I think that is just perfect. So I'm quite happy with that. It would be kind of cool if it came with an extra head sculpt that was just like him standard and serious, and not screaming. But if they were only going to pick one, this would definitely be the head that I would prefer. So I'm quite happy with it. Then it comes with the arm of Apocalypse. Then you have Storm. Again, Storm, I'm in the same boat as I am with Magneto. I'm not a big fan of this costume of Storm, but it looks like a nice figure. Can't argue. It looks like a good figure. I think that the body itself looks very neat, and it does look like a new sculpt. Like The legs even look a little new too. I'm not quite sure. The arms, they look reused though. So I think that there could actually be some new parts on this figure, which is quite nice. And she comes with two like electricity effect pieces. They're the same as Magneto, just painted in different color. She comes with the body of Apocalypse. So as a whole, I think this looks like a really solid wave, to be quite honest. I have to say, recently I've moved more into interest I've become more interested in the movie figures rather than the comic. I always have been, but I've like really kind of changed and shifted to really be enjoying the movie figures like a lot more than the comic figures. However, this looks like a really solid comic wave. The ones that I am really excited for are Sabretooth and Multiple Man. I think that those two are just they're perfect on two levels for me. Character and figure wise, they look great. And then you have some figures that I think just look fantastic, but they're not great costumes, Magneto and Storm. And then you have two characters that figure-wise, or I mean character-wise, they're great. Figure-wise, they're pretty good, and that's Wolverine and Psylocke. And then the one that I could just care less about, character and figure-wise, is Gladiator. So for me personally, this is a really solid wave. I am excited for just about all these figures. Gladiator's the only one that I think that I'll probably pass on. I think it would have been nice had they not included the hoses with Wolverine, though, so you only needed to buy 6 figures to complete Apocalypse instead of 7. But the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure does look very cool. He does reuse a few parts from Onslaught, if I'm not mistaken, particularly with I believe that he reuses the arms and legs from Onslaught, the hands from Ironmonger. It's a new head, and I believe that the body's new, and then the hoses are new, of course. So I believe that that's the kind of breakdown of the Build-A-Figure. But as a whole, I think this looks like a really solid wave. I am excited for it, and I am excited for the future X-Men waves from Marvel Legends, because the X-Men waves seem to be quite nice. So there you go. So that's my thoughts on this Marvel Legends wave X-Men. Let me know what you guys think of it, and thanks so much for watching.